Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Currently running, so don't mind my heavy breathing or the background noises. But after doing the TA for Tesla, I did get some people asking about NIO and what the relevancy is for NIO, basically trading down similar to Tesla. I think with NIO, I think there is a slight chance that we might actually see it push up back to around $46-47 to that previous resistance level, just because it looks like we are creating a perfect buy-in or a perfect buy sometime this upcoming week, and it is bouncing off previous support of 42 bucks. So that's the only reason why, right? For the most part, it's been trading sideways this past week. It hasn't broken previous support, which is really good. But again, I want to see, once I'm only going to be looking for shorts on NIO. Definitely, because on the monthly, as you guys can see, the monthly chart had a huge push to the downside for July. So I actually thought NIO was gonna go back to like 60 bucks, but it didn't. It actually had a recent, this past week, it had a real big push down to the downside, which is kind of crappy if you're holding calls or the shares in general. I think there is a gap. Yeah, there's a gap down here between $9 and $10, which is unfortunate because I do think that, long term, you guys know that I think that gaps always get filled eventually. For the most part, I have to say that I am on the long term definitely very bearish on NIO, just because of that gap back here that was created on the week of June 29th last year, right, for 2020. So 100%, I am definitely bearish long-term on NIO, strictly for that fact, because you guys know that I believe there's like a 95% chance that gaps get filled. Gaps always get filled. Gaps always get filled. So automatically, I am long-term bearish on NIO until that gap gets filled, because evidently I think we're going back down to that level. Right now though, it's funny because you could have actually played the breakout strategy on NIO right here. Used highs of like 43 bucks, lows of possibly maybe like March 21st, maybe recent retrace of April 21st. It's funny, as soon as it broke those relative highs, boom, in a month you would have probably cashed out. Anyways, apart from that, I do think that right now it's bouncing off support. The weekly already closed bearish, and it's giving me a perfect sell. It's giving me a perfect sell-off signal. Why? Because the stochastic clearly created tops, and the reverse MACD again is giving me that trigger of, hey, if you're long on this position, sell your longs basically. And that ended up closing like this last week. And again, you guys know that the main kind of sell-off that I look for is that green little bubble to give that indication on the bottom of that zero line, right? So whenever I'm bullish, or the more bullish I am, is when these red bubbles get created on the top, the green ones get created on the bottom. That's when I'm bearish. But look at what happened the last time we had a perfect sell-off trigger. We went down for exactly 1 week from peaks of 54 bucks to lows of $38. So that's what, roughly a 16-point drop. And then most recently, perfect sell-off. Again, this is kind of uncanny though. We had a drop of 64 down to lows of like 30 bucks. So that is kind of a big drop, but I am expecting a pretty solid drop from these highs of, what is this? When was this created? 47 bucks, maybe like a 15-ish point drop from here, maybe $15 drop from here. So I mean, I can easily say that I expect like a $37 NIO pretty soon, at least sometime in the next 2 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see NIO somewhere like, I don't know, somewhere like around these levels. Like, let me see, there's resistance here, 35, 30. Yeah, that's perfect. I'd say that easily I can see NIO somewhere down there around the 35, 36 level within the next week or two. But again, look at the daily. The daily we did actually have a really nice support here at 42 bucks. You actually saw price kind of trigger down like this, right? But it didn't actually break $42. And again, we're about to create a perfect buy-in for NIO sometime probably this week, and we're actually weakening on the bearish side for the reverse MACD. So again, I think if I was gonna buy shorts or puts on NIO, I'd probably wait it out this week, because there is a chance that NIO might actually go back to $47, retest that high of 47, and then after that possibly drop all the way down to maybe 36, 37 bucks. I think I'm definitely bearish on NIO right now. We do have that 50 MA trading under the 200, but as of right now, I do think that I'm probably gonna wait. I wouldn't exactly go into NIO immediately, but I do think that there's a chance that NIO probably does something like this next week, and then from here it actually comes back down, and just you can see, you're gonna be able to see it drop all the way down to 39, possibly closer to 35, 36 bucks. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think there's a strong chance that it might retest 47 bucks, and if it does do that, that's confirmation to me to basically go in and buy puts like a month out, just to make sure that I actually see that drop on the weekly, because again, these weekly drops have been pretty consistent, and it is creating a perfect sell-off. We already had a nice drop off from highs of, you know, what is it, 55 bucks down to lows of 42. So we already saw like a 13-point drop, and I can definitely see another $10 drop down if we go back and retest 47 bucks. So I'll see you guys later.